Hello everybody, welcome to Weighintime. I am Patrick Harries. How are you? It is the Sunday weigh-in, so drop your gains, your losses, your tips and your tricks into the comment section below. And of course, drink some water. You need at least 2.5 litres of water every single day. This is your water reminder. So I get a lot of hate in my comments and in my DMs because I always do a water reminder. And I don't know why this is such a passionate subject for some people, but I really do think that you need a lot of water, and 2.5 litres is the recommended amount. It doesn't have to be, it can be with squash if you don't like the taste of water. Cups of tea and stuff also can count towards that 2.5 litres. So there are ways of doing it. Leave me alone in the comments. In this episode, I'm going to give you a bit of a snack idea, sweet treat idea for later. But first of all, I want to tell you how these, which are glucomannan complex, these are fibre tablets. Not so much fibre, but they're supposed to be tablets that will keep you fuller for longer so you don't eat as much. I'm going to tell you how much those have got in common with these. These are the Skinny Food Co. This one is low carb noodles and low calorie as well. So these are only 4 calories for the noodles, and the same with the rice as well. So these are low carb rice, 4 calories for each of these. So if you did want to and you wanted to have rice and noodles, it's only 8 calories. So what is the they're attacking me. What is the connection between these and these pills which you can get from Holland and Barrett? Well, surprisingly, let's see if you can get those. You cannot. Surprisingly, they are exactly the same. I know it's a very weird thing. So this is a thing called konjac fibre. So konjac fibre, basically, with these you have like 2 of these about half an hour before you eat, and it's supposed to fill you up a little bit more. So it's fibre. This is konjac powder as well. So the ingredients on both of these are exactly the same. I'm guessing that they're just slightly different in the way that they look. One of them is rice, one of them is pasta shaped. So this is konjac powder, 3%. Acidity regulator, which is citric acid, and water, exactly the same for both of these. There's pretty much 0 carbohydrate, 0 fibre, 0 protein, 0 salt, 0 taste possibly, but we'll be finding out about that shortly, and 4 calories per 70 gram serving. So, you know, in all honesty, if you're going to be eating these, then it's not exactly going to be a proper gut buster. Well, it might be, but in a different way. So I saw these in Aldi. They were in their going, gone section of Aldi. And in all honesty, they were going, staying, because I just don't think that they look very appetizing. Let me know in the comments below if you have actually used these or if you've tried them. They are the latest thing. They are basically almost 0 calorie noodles, and that is the dream, isn't it, that you can have rice and noodles where there are 0 calories whatsoever, and that's what Skinny Food Co. company has apparently done. They're gluten-free and sugar-free as well. Skinny Food Co., I remember back in the day that they used to do like syrups. They used to do coffee syrups, didn't they? And that was how they started, and then all of a sudden that they're doing they did ketchups and things, and like kind of mayos and all that kind of stuff, and now they're on Noodles and Rice. Soon they'll be doing the Skinny Food Co. like beef, possibly, I don't know, but the possibilities are absolutely endless with this company. So I'm not sponsored by anything. What I'm going to be doing in order to review these is I'm going to be cooking them. So I'm going to be following the instructions, and there's going to be 2 parts of this. So the first one is I'm going to be trying them naked if you will, with nothing on them. And then I'm going to be trying the noodles with some soy sauce because, you know, I like soy sauce, maybe a little bit of oyster sauce as well, just to give it a little bit more flavour, and see how they would be in like a normal sort of dish that you would possibly use noodles for. I absolutely love rice. Now, I love rice on its own, so I'm contemplating just trying rice on its own, but in honesty, I'll probably have this one with a little bit of salt and pepper, a little bit of garlic powder and stuff, just to see if I can possibly give it taste. And this is the problem, because I already have in my head that these aren't going to taste very nice. I have this thing of the old adage that if it's good for you, it's not going to taste nice. And I'm not saying that these are good for you, but I'm just saying that they're low in calories. So fingers crossed. I'm going to be back in a couple of minutes in order to show you what these look like cooked, and also to give you a taste test as well. So in order to prepare them, pretty simple. You just drain the liquid from the packet and rinse in cold water, and then you boil in hot water for 1 minute. That's pretty much it. And imagine if these are tasty, then how cool would that be that you can just come home on a work day after you've after you've had a busy day of doing your, I don't know, 10-15,000 steps a day, and then you can come home and then you can just in 1 minute have these. Now, is it going to be something which you're going to look forward to at the end of the day, or is it something that you're going to dread? Let's find out what they taste like. So I've just stuck the kettle on, and I didn't realise that it is a bag within a bag. So, you know, I didn't think that this looked that appetising, but then I've just opened the bag, and I I mean, you can't really even see it, but it's just not it doesn't look appetising. So this is what it looks like in the bowl. The noodles are like this. They feel kind of like, do you know when you're a kid and you got that like slime stuff in a bowl? You know, like that kind of, it sort of feels like that, but in all honesty, they're a little bit more noodle-esque than I thought. I thought they'd be quite mushy, but there is definitely like a texture to it. I'm not gonna obviously try it now. I'm gonna wait until I've cooked it, but hopefully it might be just a case that they are very bland, and then obviously you can add things like soy sauce and stuff like that to them to make them a little bit more, I don't know, a bit more exciting. Let's find out. Okay, so it has been a couple of minutes since I cooked them, and this is what they look like. Cooked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try them first of all on their own. So both rice and pasta are something which I enjoy just basically on its own. So I'm going to try this, see what it tastes like, and then I'm going to add some seasoning and see if that makes a difference. I see, I'm already saying it like it's not going to taste very nice, but how can this be exactly the same thing as this? They're made of the same thing, they're just obviously done in a different way. So here we go, wish me luck. They don't really taste of anything. Now, they're not actually as bad as I thought they were going to be. I thought that they were going to, I don't know what I thought. But just imagine if pasta was made of water. That's pretty much what these taste like. Let's try the rice. So the rice is, again, looks very similar. The rice actually sort of reminds me of those, you know, those little bags of silica thing that you get in like something to keep moisture out. They kind of remind me of if you break one of those open, you know. I already know what it's going to taste like because I've just tried the pasta and it's exactly the same. So let me try and put a little bit of flavouring in them, and let's see if they actually would work as a meal sort of for a pasta and rice replacement. Okay, so I have added some soy sauce, just a little bit. I've also added some salt and pepper, and I've added a little bit of sriracha sauce as well, just to give it a little bit more flavour, so it kind of looks a bit like that. yeah, so here we go. Let's give it a try. It's fine. I mean, in all honesty, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's actually got very little taste to it. It kind of uses the ingredients and then sort of waters them down a little bit. So, in all honesty, it's not too bad. I don't know if maybe if I leave the ingredients a little bit more in there, but or if I leave it in there a little bit longer, maybe that'll work. There's also some garlic powder as well. I've done the same thing with the rice, apart from I haven't added the soy sauce. Again, it's the same. It's basically whatever ingredients that you put in those, that's what it will taste of. But it will have that sort of watery taste to it. So will I be switching? No, absolutely not. I won't be switching from normal rice or pasta or noodles or anything like that to those, but it is, oh, excuse me, it is an alternative and it is something which you could consider. I mean, I think that the fact that they are the same as these will mean that, you know, it is going to give you a fuller stomach, so it's going to give you the aspect of having a big meal, and probably more so than if you were just to have, say, a pot noodle or something like that. I believe that when you're doing a weight loss program or a diet, if you will, you shouldn't really restrict yourself to things that that you sort of want to have. You can have anything in sort of moderation. Some things in smaller moderation than others. So if you want pasta, if you want rice, then go for pasta and rice, because if you have this and you think, right, I'm going to look forward to this coming home, you're not going to be excited, and you're more than likely going to get something when you're out, or you're more than likely going to slip. So would I recommend these in specific cases? Absolutely, go for it, give them a try. Would I recommend them on a regular daily basis? Absolutely not my personal opinion. So anyway, my sweet treat idea. Now, apparently, I mentioned this in my my group the other day, and it has apparently they already know about it, but I did not. So, grapes. Anybody who's a regular viewer of the channel will know that I absolutely love grapes. I'm not really big into these things. I've used them a couple of times for recipes on the channel, but these are the raspberry, well, this is raspberry flavour jelly powder, and this is lime flavour. So all you need to do is get grapes and then wash them, put them in a pot, which is you can put it into the freezer, and then you get this and you sprinkle this onto the grapes and then you freeze them. Very, very simple indeed. And then you're left with, here's one I've made earlier, these. Look at these. So I only did it like yesterday or the day before, and these are honestly really delicious, these little things. And they've just got, particularly the lime one, I've got raspberry, I've not tried that yet, but the lime one gives that element of extra kind of zing to the grapes. So you've got the sweetness of the grapes, you've also got the sweetness of the powder with a little bit of a sour zing from the lime. So really recommend it, it's really good. The Slimming World group I went to the other day, I was Slimmer of the Week. Yay! I did only lose 1.5 pounds last week, but you know, it's something, isn't it? And Slimmer of the Week was great. It was really nice for me to get that, which I'm guessing there was not that many people who went to that group last week, so that's why I got it for £1.5 pounds. But let me know what your weight loss journey is in the comment section below. Of course, if there is any tips that you want to give, any tips, tricks, comments, how your weight loss journey is going, put it into the comment section below, because of course it is the Sunday weigh-in. I'll be back again very soon. Thank you very much for joining me, whatever time of day you're watching this. Have an amazing morning, afternoon or evening, and I'll speak to you soon on another Weighing Time. See you then.